Hello folks and welcome to another video. As I was announcing, we are going to talk about legacies and accessories really quick. This shouldn't take too much time. If we are going to inventory and legacies, we will have three different types of legacies. It is the strongest and most rare legacies will be the unique legacies. You can see them here. If you are going to our new system, the codex, and choosing legacies, then you can see all of the class specific legacies like Courage, Mystique, Shadow, Element. These are all unique legacies. They are very hard to get. They are very hard to max out because you need 10 copies of it to max them. And if you are in early game and you don't have many copies, there is no way that you will going to get them fast. Except if you are like a millionaire and you want to spend a lot of money, but usually we are not focusing on them. For the early game, we are more focusing on the rare legacies, which are these. So what you need in the early game is you need a maxed out hammer, and you also need a maxed out dagger. The axe is also very good, and 100% you need one of the great swords, the Central Region great swords, because they are exposing the weakness of the enemy even without a inbuilt mechanic of the hero. So this is also very important for raid. But without raid, if we're talking invasion, this will be for Hansi. You will take the hammer. And for many other heroes, you will take the dagger. But for Belina, for example, and also for Mara, it would be very great to have a mystic armor. It makes you very tanky. But talking about unique legacies, there are exactly 3 unique legacies you need to put your eyes on in early mid-game. So if you are not having many copies, if you are very early on, ignore everything but 3. And even of those 3, there is one definite winner which you always need. And this is Sacramentum. This is top 1. Always keep it, always upgrade it, lock it, and even use your ingots on it later, explaining what that is in a second. Second one is Immaculacy, which will allow you to play specific special damage characters and AoE characters. But even before that, maybe, there comes Black Mane, which will be nearly uniquely be equipped on Patros, and it will buff your whole team, especially your Enchanter. So the first and best one is Sacramentum, followed by Black Mane, and obviously Immaculacy. Those are the 3. Okay, everything else for early mid game where you don't have much, you can completely ignore them. I mean, I could mention the 4th and 6th place, which is later on very strong, is the Endless Veracity, because this can be used on many carry characters. It is very, very strong. So if you get this, keep this in every case. And mostly everything else you can disenchant. There can be made an argument where you say just keep 1 copy of any unique legacy and lock them, but as soon as you get the 2nd or 3rd copy of it, just disenchant them and focus on Sacramentum, Black Mane, and Immaculacy. I could also go through all of the legacies really quick and show you which will be useful and which you shouldn't disenchant. So on this page, obviously I talked about this, it's Black Mane. And the second one you shouldn't disenchant is Zenkret. This will be later very strong, but even we all don't have it. It will be very late game based, but let's say you have 100 summoning stones and you will summon 3 of this. Like, you will not disenchant them. Keep them, okay? So this will not be disenchanted. Then we talked about Sacramentum, the best legacy in the game. Everything else here you can disenchant. Then we have this page. Here is also everything what you can disenchant. Here we talked about Immaculacy, very, very strong. Everything else you can disenchant. Then I talked about Endless Veracity, very strong. And then you can keep the Zhou Yun one, you can keep the Chung A one, and you can keep the Leonhard one. They are all good. You wouldn't need to disenchant them. And then on this page, this would be very good. This would be very good. And also this is very nice. This is also very, very nice. Okay? So I showed you every piece which is useful. Everything else you can disenchant. Tia disenchant, Hansi disenchant, Lupus Bane, you don't need that. You can keep it. You can keep Lupus Bane. Bombi disenchant. Diane disenchant. Who is this? Also disenchant. Also disenchant. This definitely is useless. This is useful. You can keep this if you want. Hala. But it will be very, very, very late game. So as I said, keep one copy of it, and everything else you can disenchant. This also is bad. This is bad. This is very good in late game. So we could talk about all of them, but I think what I would recommend for early game players, focus on the 3 I was telling you: Sacramentum, Immaculacy, and Blackmane, and keep one copy of everything else, except which I told you are very good. You can keep them. Everything else except of the one copy you keep, disenchant them and focus on Sacramentum. So this was the unique legacy bit. So now you can see I have a few here. I don't have much, so I can't really use the uniques. What we need is, in early mid game, we need the maxed out rare legacies. So here I have the Aches on level 30. This is very nice. Then I need the Central Region Greatsword, also very important. And then the Mystique Armor, I need to upgrade it still to level 30. Why isn't it upgrading? Hello? Thank you. There was a lag. The Mystique Armor is also very, very nice, especially because we are working towards 2-6. Mystic Armor, I will give this to Mara, and it will make her tankier, and she will tank more hits, and this will be very important for 2-6. If we have 2 copy of this, it would even be better. So I have a lot of leftovers here, but unfortunately I don't have a second unique armor. So if you only have one Mystique Armor, then you will equip Belina with Aches. Aches is okay for Belina. You could also put Dagger on her, because it will synergize with her, how is the accessory set called? Covenant set here. So I hope all of you know what the ingots are, but if not, let's look at the ingots. There is the shop in the Dominion bit of the game. These are the Transcendent Baron here, Transcendenzbarren in German. I think it's just called ingots in English. I don't know exactly. But these ingots, they are very, very important. Right now I own 17 of them, and I would need 6 to put one level into a unique legacy. So let's say now I go into legacy and I have Sacramentum on 1 star. I could now go on Transcendence, or whatever it's called in English, and then put 12 into it, or even if I have 18, I could put 18 into it to put it on 5 star instead of 1 star. This would be a very good idea. It's no problem. You can put all of your ingots into Sacramentum until you have it maxed out, because it's the most important legacy. But one thing I want to say before this is that it is not a bad idea in early game to put some of your ingots into the rare legacies, because you need legacies like those on max level. So what I will do here, I will put 2 of them into the hammer, because the hammer is very important. I need it to play Hansi, and therefore I cannot wait until I have more summoning stones to get it. So I will use my ingots to have the most important rare legacies on max. Okay? So let me level 30 this, max it out. I don't have enough resources. I will level 29 it. That's fine. Okay, so, and the normal legacies, you won't really use them. There is like maybe 5% situations where we will use the basic legacies. So you definitely, it's not a bad idea to have every basic legacies one time on the max level. Okay. And then if you have one copy of it on max, either you put more than one copy, or you disenchant the rest to have more resources. As for accessories, the most important thing for us in early mid-game is to check the rewards of invasion, because in the corruption reward we will get the free level 20 accessory sets here. So as you can see here, we only need to beat the corruption level on easy. It is not needed to beat it on hard or extreme hard or king level. We only need to beat the corruption level on easy to get, for example, here on 2-7, we are getting the free moonlight set. Once we beat 2-6, we are getting the, what is it called? I don't even know what it's called in English, but we don't really need that. But let me see. Where's our most important ones? Here. These are the most important ones. So corruption 2-1 you should beat for the free sharpness set. Sharpness can be used for, could be used for Hanzi, could be used for Zhuo Yun, and even for some others like Ian or I don't know even who else. But this is a very, very strong set. Also the Barbarian set, it is very, very good. It can be used for Neria, it can be used for Eileen, it can be used for Victoria. Then we have the Ocean set, which is very important because this is what you're going to equip your Lunaire or your Sejong or your Mano with. And Adamant is also very nice. You will give your Mara the Adamant set. She will tank more, she will get a huge shield. And then it is very important for you to have also beat the 2-5 on easy level, because the Covenant set is what you need for Belina to beat the 2-6. Okay? So in case you didn't know that you're getting these, then you will still have it in your inventory. You will have like these kind of chests. You can open them and you will get 5 pieces of level 20 accessories. I really, really hope that none of you have accidentally disenchanted them or something, because this is the, you need them. This is the strongest thing the game will give you in early mid game. You need them. It will be a maxed out with good stats, free to play accessory set. Okay? So, yeah, I talked about which legacies you need and what you should focus on, and how to get your best accessory sets. I could talk about accessories in depth, but I decide not to do that right now because it's a little bit of a vast topic and we don't need it right now. Right now, especially for those who haven't beaten 2-6, which is basically our goal for this series, we only need the free to get accessory set. We are either getting out of the tutorial quests, or we are getting of beating the corruption in easy mode. So beat all of the corruption levels till 2-6 in easy to have the accessories ready. So we are going to be able to build our team for 2-6. Finishing the video right here. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, ask, and see you in the next one.